10 months ago, a gravel ride on the Space Coast beat me so badly I didn't almost just quit the ride. I questioned whether I belonged on a bike at all. I don't talk about that day a lot, honestly, because it's kind of embarrassing. I had already lost quite a bit of weight at that point. I was riding really well. I felt strong enough to join this gravel group ride with a group that rides here in town. But I got absolutely humbled. My body gave out, my mind gave out. I was just about to give up completely and just tuck my tail between my legs and head home. And I really got in my head. I thought, if I can fail like that after all the work I had put in and how regularly I was riding, what's actually changed? And am I able to actually keep up riding my bike with others? And that question has sat in the back of my mind for almost a year. So fast forward to just a couple of days ago. I'm 70 pounds lighter today than I was then. I've got more miles on my leg, but more importantly, I've got a different head on my shoulders, and I decided that it was time. Same route, same bike, same gravel, same rider, different mindset. So this is the ride that broke me, and this is how it went the second time around. So I am back here at Three Forks Marsh for what I am calling my redemption ride. I ride Three Forks Marsh all the time. So you might say to yourself, if you watch my YouTube, if you watch my Instagram, my Facebook, hey man, you always ride out there. That's true. But the reason I'm calling this my redemption ride is because this particular ride, about 10 months ago, almost made me stop cycling altogether. The first 17 miles or so were great. The 17 or 18 miles back is what took me out. So I am bound and determined to make this ride today a success and to make this my redemption ride. And I'm bringing you all along with me. Here we go. So the last time I did this ride, I was newer to cycling and I really pushed myself. I was trying to join a group that was riding called the Gravel Gators here in Florida, and they were way ahead of me. Like, I had been dropped hard, but I was bound and determined to make it work. And I really pushed myself quite a bit the first half of the ride. So this route that I'm taking, this redemption route, takes me down to TM Goodwin, which is another trailhead in Felsner, Florida. So I made it there just fine. It was the return trip from there that just about took me out. So this redemption ride's all about me making it down there, making it back with gas in the tank, with my arms held high, with a smile on my face, to show that over the last 10 months, I've come quite a way in my cycling journey. We're going to see a lot of gators today. Actual gators, not gravel gators. There's one right there. There's a few more right there. There's a lot more. What's most important to me on being able to crush this ride is being able to show myself that this hobby that I've allowed to consume my life hasn't been a total waste of time over the last 10 months. I wanted to prove to myself that this is absolutely a one-off and that I've overcome this already. Get a load of these sand cranes mean mugging me. You would think that I did something to them or their family. The sun is definitely starting to come out. And it's getting warmer. This is the section that I typically see so many gators. Probably in the neighborhood of 15 to 20. A lot of them had gone underwater because I usually see them on the bank or on these little islands in the middle, but I don't see them. And you can kind of see, if you look in the water, the breathing, right? They're just under the water checking out stuff. You can see the air bubbles. Going to take my first stop here to refuel. Doing well so far. 8.5 miles in. It's been about 35 minutes. So definitely on a good pace. And I feel good. This dragonfly was trying to make me eat it. Not today, sir. Not today. I don't need that kind of protein. The first stretch felt good, almost like suspiciously good, and I kept waiting for it to get hard, because I remembered exactly where it got hard last time, and I knew at some point that section was coming up. And I kept thinking to myself, same gravel, same Florida heat bearing down on me, and that same little voice in the back of my head asking if I had any business being out here. And somewhere on that stretch, I realized something. I realized that I'm not out there to get even with the gravel road. That's not what this was about. I was out there because 10 months ago I had quit on myself. And that's the part that really stuck with me, more than the heat and more than the miles. And I also thought about my mom out there and how much I missed her and how much I really despise cancer. I thought about why I started all of this in the first place, and then it kind of clicked. Like, this ride wasn't about payback. It was about showing myself that I'm not the same guy who had quit. By this point in my first ride, I didn't think I was going to make it. As a matter of fact, I had fully convinced myself that I wasn't going to make it. On my first ride, this is where I was having doubts about even making it to the halfway point, let alone finishing. Got about a mile to get to the stopping point, which is the halfway point. And honestly, right now, that's a welcome stopping point. I made it to the halfway point. So we're going to take a stop here, get some food, and refill my bottles. Hey, look, Ma, I made it. I made it. Ten months ago, it was right here at this trailhead, this park in Fellsmere, Florida, at that table where I stopped, tried to refuel, but had a hard time restarting. And that was the beginning of the downfall of my last ride. But here I am, again, 10 months later. I feel good, and I'm gonna finish this ride. All right, starting the second leg of our journey, our return trip, as we continue our redemption ride. I am loving this route. Lots of water, beautiful scenery. Tons of gators. Don't love the gators, but it's cool. 10 months ago in this very spot, when I told my friend Mitch that I was riding with that I was starting to have concerns. I wasn't going to make it back. I was worried about trying to make it back. I didn't think I was going to make it. Here I am today, ready to go. It was at this spot here that on my last trip with Mitch, I remember I was finishing a Coke that I had. And I was thinking, and I told Mitch, just leave me here. It's shaded. It's a shaded area. Just leave me here. I'll find a way to get back. And he wouldn't let me. He said, no, you're going to make it back. You can't stay here. It's the middle of summer. You're going to die. Maybe that's true. But Mitch said, no, you're not staying here. You're going to ride back. I was about to give up at this point on my last ride. Not today. Off to the left, the water opens up. This deep blue that just sits there, still like glass. Here I am grinding on this gravel levee, and you look over and it's just quiet. It's peaceful, and it's kind of a really awesome view. Coming back on that section that had a lot of the gators to see what we can find. Spoiler alert, I did not see any gators. Did see this guy who was on the trail with me, and he was definitely flying. I didn't try to catch him. I was trying to enjoy the ride and finish it. Along this stretch last time, I had to make several stops. Honestly, like in the last 12 miles, I probably had to stop 5 or 6 times. And each time I stopped, I was ready to just give up. I kept telling Mitch, go on without me. I have no quit in me today. 6 miles to go. That's it. I did it. So that's the ride. 10 months, a lot of miles, and 1 score settled. Mostly with myself. If you're chasing something, whether that's fitness, weight loss, some goal that you didn't think you could accomplish, that has kicked your butt, and you wanted redemption, you wanted a second chance, I'm right there with you. I got your back. I'm a mortgage guy that found a bike, a new version of myself, and decided to bring a bunch of people on the journey with me. So subscribe and ride with me. We have new videos every Wednesday at 6 p.m. I'll see you on the next ride.